Good day and welcome back to Mathematics Grade 2. Today we will be looking at the work of Week 2, Day 3, which is Problem Solving Techniques, Part 2. If you have any questions or inquiries, please feel free to contact me via email at teachernarisha@gmail.com. For today's counting activity, please count from 1 to 75 and back, counting 2s to 74 and back, counting 5s to 75 and back, and counting 10s to 70 and back. Make use of the next page as a visual guide. Here's the number chart from 1 to 100. Please pause as the children are doing the counting activity. Mental maths today is the same as yesterday, same principle. Please answer the following questions in under a minute. Please make use of the month charts and the alphabet at the top if you struggle. The goal and aim of today's lesson is to make use of the following techniques when solving problems and explain solutions to problems. So, to make use of drawing or contrib apparatus, for instance counters, which we already did yesterday, building up and breaking down of numbers, doubling and halving, and number lines. Today we will be focusing on building up and breaking down of numbers. A recap of what we already did: to make use of drawings to solve problems, and to make use of apparatus like your pencils, balls of clay, buttons, and your abacus to solve a problem. The building up and breaking down of numbers consists of 3 different subsections, namely place value, multiples of 10, and number pairs. We will be looking at these today. Place value is very cool if you understand it and if you are able to do it. So, please pay attention. For place value, when you have to add a sum with a big number, we encourage you to make use of this method. So the first step is to look at your question or your sum, 23 plus 45. So what we're going to do is we're going to decompose the two numbers into tens and units. So 23 has 2 tens and 3 units, or we can say it's 20 plus 3, because 2 tens is 20 and 3 units is 3. 45 has 4 tens and 5 units, 40 plus 5, because 4 tens equals 40. So now that we decomposed them, we have to look and add the tens. The tens are made in yellow, so 20 and 40. So we have to add 20 plus 40 equals 60. Second step is to add your ones, the 3 and the 5. So we have our tens and we have our ones. So it's 3 plus 5 is 8. Now the fourth step, and the most important step of them all, is to add the answers of the tens and units. The answers are what is next to your equal to sign. So 60 and 8. So 60 plus 8 is 68. Let's do this with another sum. So now we look at 23 plus 27. So first step is to look at the numbers and then decompose them. So we have to add our tens, which is 20, because we have 2 tens in 23, which is 20. We have 2 tens in 27, so it's 20 plus 20 equals 40. Then the third step is to add our ones. We have 3 ones and we have 7 ones. So 3 plus 7 equals 10. So we have 20 plus 20 and then 3 plus 7. Now we have to do our final step, which is the most important step, where we add the answers. So we have to say 40 plus 10. 40 plus 10 is 50. You can see 4 plus 1 is 5. Then you add your 0. So that's quite easy, isn't it? But it's the same process when we do it for subtraction. So 23 plus 27 is 50, and you did it in a very, very easier way. So place value for subtraction, or when you take away or minus, let's look at the first sum, 43 minus 21. So the first step is to decompose your numbers. 43 has 4 tens and 3 units, or we can say it's 40 plus 30, because 4 tens is 40. Then we look at 21, which is 2 tens and 1 unit, which is 20 plus 1. Very easy, isn't it? Now we have to take away, we minus, because we are busy minusing. So 40 minus 20, because we'd have to minus our tens from each other. 40 minus 20, and you always put your biggest number first. 40 minus 20 equals 20. After we minus our tens, we have to minus our ones, so that is 3 ones and 1 1. So 3 minus 1 is very easy as 2. Now, important step, because it stays the same with both methods, is to add your answers. So when we plus, we do plus, plus, plus. When we minus, we do minus, minus, plus. So the answer is 20, we write 20, and 2, so we write 2. So 20 plus 2 is 22. Therefore, we can say 43 minus 21 equals 22. Let's look at another sum. 47 minus 31. First step is to decompose. So we have 4 tens here, which is 47 units, 3 tens, which is 30, and 1 unit, which is a 1 1. So first step is to minus the 10s. So we have to say 40 minus 30 equals 10. 4 minus 3 equals 1, and you add a 0, it is 10. Then we have to minus our ones. We have 7 ones and 1 1. 7 minus 1 equals 6. And then the most important step that stays the same with both adding and taking away, it is you have to add your answers. So 10 plus 6 equals 16. Therefore, we can say 47 minus 31 equals 16. Now let's look at another method. Multiples of 1. Please first take a break, pause, let the children sink in, revise before starting with the new method. The new method is called the multiples of 10. This is when we fill up a 10 frame. You only use this with addition or when adding or when we have to plus. So a 10 frame has space for 10 numbers. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is 10 blocks. Now how do we use this 10 frame? Let's say we have a sum 18 plus 7, and you can't do it at the top of your head. Having a 10 frame is really helpful. So we have to put 18 into a 10 frame first. We already have 10, so we know we're going to have a full 10 frame. So let's count till we get to 18. We have to make use of 2 10 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, 7 has his own 10 frame. Do you see 7 is another color? 7 has his own 10 frame. So let's add 7 into its 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we do now, ma'am? Now is where the magic happens. So we make use of 7. We are going to put into number 18's 10 frame, because we need 2 more to have 20. So and 20 is a multiple of 10. So what are we going to do? Look at this. Look how cool. We take one ball from 7 and we put it at 18. Now we have 19. Then we take another ball of 7 and we put it, and there we have 20 balls. So we have 2 10 frames filled up. That means, what do we have now? We split 7 into 2 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So we have 2 balls of 7 over here and 5 balls left. So 7 is split up into 2 and 5. So over here I technically now have 20 plus 5. 20 plus 5. Isn't that so easy? 20 plus 5 is 25. So therefore we can also note that 18 plus 7 equals 25, because we put 7 into 18's 8 frame and we added the rest. So 20 plus 5 equals 25. Let's do it with another sum. 15 plus 8. Yet again I have to make use of 2 10 frames for 15. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Plus 8 10 frame. So we have a blue 10 frame here for our blue 8. Let's fill it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what's going to happen? We are going to make the magic happen. So I have to take 5 of 8 balls and put it in 15's frame to make 20. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 balls. So we have how many remaining? 1, 2, 3. 3 balls. So we split up 8 into 5 and 3 because we took 5 balls from 8 and we put it in to 15's 10 frame. Now we have 20 plus 3. 20 balls plus 3 balls means it is 23. Very easy. So 15 plus 8, is 23. How cool is that? Now we look at number pairs. The third method. So please again let the children take a break, quickly run around and then pause and come back to number pairs. So number pairs is the third method of breaking up numbers. Number pairs is when we take the number facts of, let's say, number 10 and we make use of it when solving problems. So number 10 has 6 number facts or 6 pairs: 0 and 10, 1 and 9, 8 and 2, 3 and 7, 6 and 4, 5 and 5. Because if I take 0 and I add 10, I get 10. If I have 10 and I take away 0, I have 10. If I have 1 and I add 9, I get 10. If I have 10 and I take away 9, I get 1. If I have 10 and I take away 1, I get 9. And so on and so forth. We already had revised the number pairs of number 10 in class, so this is just for demonstrative purposes. So let's look at the following 4 equations. 10 minus what gives me 4? 3 plus 7 gives me what? 10 minus what gives me 8? And 5 plus what gives me 10? So let's go back to the drawing board. 10, what is number 4's friend? 4 is blue and 6 is blue. Therefore I can say 10 minus 6 equals 4. Now let's look at 3 plus 7. 3 and 7 are friends. If they are friends, it means they give me 10. So 3 plus 7 equals 10. Let's look at number 10. Take away what gives me 8. Let's look at the rainbow. I have 8. What's 8's friend? Number 2. So I can say 10 take away 2 gives me 8. And now for the last one. 5 and what gives me 10? 5 and I add 5 gives me 10. So I write 5 plus 5 equals 10. Let's do a quick recap. Today we did the building up and breaking down of numbers. So we did place value to solve problems, we did the multiples of 10 to solve problems, and we did the number pairs. Please stop and replay it as per section for the children so that they can understand, and we will also be redoing this in class. Thank you for coming and watching. Have a great day further, and then I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.